truth? Here in the yellow sweatshirt. Kamaya. What is it that you had difficulty in wanting to give up?
It was difficult for me when I tried to help everybody at sometimes, like when my family gets sick or somebody get hurt or something. It's difficult for me because I'm mostly a person that do stuff because my sister gotta go work. My brother gotta go work too. He was not there for my mom or my other family. That's why I have to stay home and do everything.
But you're a good girl, and she was new here, and I talked to her mom on the phone, and she said, you know, a lot of people don't like my mom, but did I like your mom? See, you just gotta, some days, people don't understand other people, but you're a good girl, and if you ever need anything, that's why you have other people, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. Tommy?
It was difficult for me when I hit my chin. Yeah, it was really bad, and also when I fell on it. I didn't want to get up or something. So.
It was something very difficult.
Yeah, it was hard to walk when I had to take it around. Yeah.
All right. One more to you.
When I was trying to willy and I felt my leg in my pocket.
Go ahead.
What happened?
I was trying to willy and I felt my leg in my pocket.
Ooh. All right. Your wrist okay now?
Mm-hmm.
All right. My story today is one day I got in a car accident. It was just a regular day, October 26, 2017. I was driving to work. I was currently a correctional officer, so I was working in the jail. On my way to work, one thing led to another. I got in an accident. As that accident happened, I got ejected from the car and I was laying in the grass in the field. When I woke up, I was on my stomach. And I didn't know what happened. I just realized I was alive. So when I realized I was alive, I wanted to get up, but my adrenaline was rushing, but I couldn't get up. So laying on my stomach. Next thing I know, is people coming out of everywhere asking me, "Am I okay?" And you know, I'm a real strong person, so I'm like, "Yeah, you know, I'm okay. I'm like, you know, I just need somebody to call my job, tell them I'm gonna be late." Mind you, I had no idea that my legs were messed up at all. So the ambulance came, and then I got airlifted. A helicopter came, and so I'm talking to the helicopter people. They put me into the helicopter, and at this time my adrenaline was rushing, and the only thing I could think about is my family.
I'll send them around. You're crying? Oh, I'm gonna cry too. No, I get the laugh cry. They know it. And I go,
Yeah, right?
okay. Okay, we can do that and then I'll pass it around. Oh my God.
Yeah, they're just different pictures of like my leg and stuff. I have one more picture of my car, but
Oh my God.
I'm not sure if you guys really want to see it. So if you want to see it, I'll let you guys see it.
Fat man.
They can see it. I can't look at that one.
It's really
Yes.
expensive.
I would have got attention.
So my accident actually happened on a Thursday. When I woke up, I thought it was a Saturday. It's like life just passed me by. Yeah, it just passed me by.
How many days were it that you finally, did you say? I'm sorry.
I happened on a Thursday, and when I woke up, when I came to a realization, it was a Saturday. Well, when I thought, but they said I woke up on a Friday, and I was actually talking to the doctors and nurses, and they told me that, you know, my legs were broke. But I asked the doctor, like, you know, will I be able to walk again? And he told me, yeah. So I just pretty much told him, well, you do your job and I'll do my job. So he put my legs back together the best way he could. And they told me that I'll be able to walk again. So I ended up staying in the hospital for about 3 months.
Wow.
Because I ended up getting an infection. My femur bone, which is one of the strongest bones in your body, up here at the thigh, it's called your femur bone. That bone popped out of my body. It was
Oh my God.
actually, Mr. Scott actually found the bone for me, but they couldn't put it back into my body.
What?
Yeah, he found the bone out on the scene. So I ended up catching an infection. I had to keep getting my legs cleaned out for 3 months. And after they finally succeeded with cleaning all the infection out, I had to go to rehabilitation. So I ended up going to Philly. They did things, moved my legs. That's how I ended up being in a wheelchair. They didn't wheel me around. They was making me really self-sufficient. I had to learn everything all over again. So then I finally got to come home last February, and then I had to do some more therapy at home. So I did that for about 2-3 months. Then I ended up going to another facility where they actually taught me how to walk again. So they bend my legs. I use machines.
Ooh.
I've been going there since last year. I'm still currently actually going to therapy. I have to get one more surgery in this leg. So from that time forward, it was real tough. But I had a good support system, around me to continue to help me out.
And she still looks pretty with her hair done. Jesus.
They continue to help me out to be, where I am today. So I'm here to tell you that if you keep motivating yourself and you keep thinking positive, you can overcome anything. So eventually I'll be able to walk again, normally as I did 2 years ago. I'm not sure how long the process will be, and it could be a process. But however, I'm not going to give up, and I'm going to keep striving until I'm able to achieve the ultimate goal, which is to walk. So
Now, when you got in the accident, did you were aware once you woke up and you were ejected, like you knew where you were?
yes, I was well. I didn't know exactly where I was. My first thought was I'm alive. I'm not dead. So with me being alive, I'll figure like, all right, it was just a little fender bender. Somehow we just hit each other, and I'll be able to just tell my job I'm late, or I might have to miss work today, and I'll go to work tomorrow. So in a matter of 7 seconds, my life changed just like that.
Exactly.
I went from doing whatever I wanted to
I have to worry about somebody else helping you. And you do she has an awesome family. But when you, when was the accident? What was the actual date?
it was October 26,
Wow.
2017.
Oh, okay, it was 2 years ago. And then, right from there, you were in the hospital for 3 months?
Yes, I was in there from October 26, 2017 until January 26, 2017. Then I went to rehabilitation so they could teach me how to get in a wheelchair, how to take a shower, how to use the bathroom. Anything that you guys can do by yourselves, I couldn't do it at all. God bless you. So never take anything for granted. It's something simple as using the bathroom.
When did you finally, when you were out of the hospital bed, did you go to the bathroom?
No.
Oh my gosh.
My legs were actually straight, just sitting straight for 3 months. They couldn't bend. I couldn't move them by myself. I lost a lot of muscle, so I couldn't, pick it up the way I wanted to, and everything. So a lot of people had to do things for me. I actually had to my arms was my new legs. So I ended up getting very strong because I had to use my arms. Anything I did, I moved around with my arms, or somebody had to use my legs. I couldn't get in and out of a car. Pretty much from here up is the only thing that I could use. So, like I said, something simple as you guys getting up to raise your head and go to the bathroom, to walk to the bathroom, something as simple as that, I couldn't even do. So,
Did you, what was I gonna say? How many surgeries did you have?
altogether, it'll be 23, if I'm not mistaken.
23 surgeries.
And I'm about to have another one in a couple months, so that should be 24. So I should end up maybe 24, 25 surgeries roughly.
And they think you're gonna be able to walk after
Yeah,
that? Well,
after that I'll be able to walk. But my ultimate goal, anybody like sports? What you like? Oh, wrestling, huh? I'm trying to. Alright. sports person? You don't have to be. It's all right. No? Okay.
Cheerleader, softball.
All right.
Plays football, basketball, softball.
Nah, that's all right.
Yeah.
Tommy, your turn. What sports do you like?
I don't really like them.
All right. You don't like sports? That's okay. Basketball, football, basketball. Well, I used to play basketball when I was in high school, and I went to Paulsboro High. I graduated in '03, so I might know some of your parents. Actually, I probably went to school with some of them. I might have, or some family member of yours. So, eventually, again, I want to be able to play basketball, coach basketball. So maybe I'll end up seeing some of you girls, in high school basketball, playing. And I'll be there to play against you, hopefully.
Or you could be on your team in a couple of years, right? If you're in high school. All right, everybody have questions? Yeah, a lunch of questions. Go ahead.
All right, yes,
Remember,
I
you
got
couldn't wait.
questions.
All right, Brielle, go ahead.
Are you scared to drive?
Yes. Yes, I am. I tried to drive a little while ago. The first time I ended up driving, my palms got sweaty. I couldn't find the gear, put the car in and drive. I was kind of hyperventilating. It was a lot. I did it, and it'll come back. But as of right now, it's a little hard. Anyone else?
You're the only passenger in the car.
Yes, I was the only one in the car because I was on my way to work.
Where was your work at? Where was?
I worked at a jail, a bail facility, a correctional facility. It's called Southwood.
Bail?
Yup, all members there, grown men. It could be. She could take it.
They probably loved her.
Yeah, I could take it. Anyone else?
Tommy?
Oh, I'm sorry.
What did you hit?
Another car.
Oh,
Yeah, me and another car. You got something to say? And now? Okay. Eh,
Is it hard to work in the wheelchair?
Well, you're not working right now, though, right?
Yeah, I'm not working, but it's not hard to manage a wheelchair by myself. I can move around. I use my arms. Sometimes I play around on stroll. I did like a pop willie maybe one time. That was it. I had an Ultima Coupe. I had a 2-door silver car.
Was it small?
Yeah, it was a small car. Like I said, if y'all want to see the car, I'll pass it around. If you don't, then
Alright, okay. And then you pass around. Yeah, I can't see car accidents. I'm like, I look at the pictures, but
I
not
was
that.
in a car too, though.
Where are you?
how old were you?
You're.
Two.
What happened?
This lady was trying to do a U-turn, and she hit the side of my mom's car.
Okay. Did you get hurt?
They didn't take me to the hospital. I wasn't hurt.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to check, because sometimes you don't think you're hurt,
That's how I was. I didn't think, like I said, I didn't think I was hurt. The only thing I could think about was, can somebody please call my job? Let them know I'm going to be late because I'm trying to go to work. That was the only thing that was on my mind. So I went from,
You were really conscious. That's
Yeah.
like amazing.
but it was
Being ejected from the car. Yeah.
desperately.
Elizabeth?
My mom was driving to drop off my babysitter when I was little. And it was me, my mom, and my babysitter. And this person came up next to my mom's car and like took him from my car. And
She hit it? She went off the road?
Yeah, she was spinning around.
So you guys did an accident or you're okay?
My mom got up, went to go at the car, but she went down the hill
But she's like,
and she got really hurt. But
Oh.
she still has pain.
oh, I bet. That's what I mean. Sometimes you don't know right away. A question.
Yes.
You have your seatbelt on.
no, I did not have a seatbelt on. However, the way the accident went, the motor or the engine or something ended up landing inside the car. So
So,
with
maybe-
that being said, it was kind of a good thing
Right.
that I didn't have it on because it could have possibly smashed my chest and everything. So with that coming inside the car, with me getting ejected, that made it a better situation. However, wear your seatbelt.
Right.
It's
Well,
better to wear your
look,
seatbelt
and
than
I'm just going to say this because, and I'm not trying to, Michael, the same thing happened. He was ejected, but he's not here, so you're blessed. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, you don't know.
Yeah, you never know.
And he didn't have a seatbelt on me. But I'm just saying, they had two different endings. But you know, you're blessed to have. She can see the side. Okay, I have my family. I have this, and that's what I'm trying to say to you guys every day. Stop seeing the negative in life. You know, we all have struggles. You should be happy, skip it into school, and be happy to be with your friends and make things positive. Don't see, oh, I have to do another paper. Oh, I have to go with a laptop or whatever, research. Dad.
How old were you in a wheelchair?
Well, actually, I was about 2 weeks ago. I was actually walking, and I had a walker, but I ended up getting another surgery, prepping me for another surgery. So that's why I'm back in the wheelchair because it's a little harder to walk. But I'm gonna try to get out of this wheelchair within like the next week or two. Go back to the walk. Yes.
What do you do when you are confined to your wheelchair?
Normally I'm confined to my bed. My wheelchair is just for when I go out. But normally when I'm home, I just lay in the bed, watch TV. Maybe I have visitors, people come over to come see me. That's about it. I don't really do much. Actually, I like to write. So I write,
You should
I
write
write in a journal
Yeah.
and everything. So
This is a really question. What's on my mind? How would you get up the stairs? Because, and if you were being to someone, and if you were visiting someone's house and they had a bunk bed, say your kids in their house, and like they had the bottom bunk, how would you get on the top bunk too?
I would make them get on the bottom bunk.
Right? I'm like, what?
I would make them get on the bottom bunk.
Why,
But
you
as far
Tommy?
as stairs, I can
This is
go-
our Tommy's. This is
Yeah.
why he doesn't play sports. He just thinks of things.
That's a lie.
I was like,
He's a bet.
sometimes I think of like how people that are in wheelchairs and like how they would get upstairs and all that stuff. You know those things that
Sometimes they turn around
Yeah,
and
you
use
know,
their
you
upper
can use
body.
that. You can use your upper body.
Tommy, that's what they got rails for.
Because my bed's a loft bed, so it's high up.
Right.
Yeah, I think they would let you sleep on the bottom.
Right.
Go ahead, Haley.
How did the accident affect your life?
Ooh, that's a good question. It affected because I was someone that always was on the move. I don't have any kids, so I could do what I want, when I want, how I want. And now I have to have people, you know, help me, like I said, use the bathroom or take a shower. I'm not as independent as I used to be. So that's how it affected me a lot. So I'm learning to gain my independence back.
Are you able to work in the future?
Yes, as soon as I'll be able to walk, I'll be able to work.
Are you going to go back to the same job?
Yeah,
Ah,
but I want to start talking to people to, you know, motivate me. So as you guys see me here, hopefully this can motivate you and, you know, you can be positive and be appreciative that you can get up and walk to school or whatever, but just the fact that you can get up and do everything by yourself, that's a blessing because I can't do that.
How old are you?
I'm 33.
your boyfriend?
Not yet.
Okay. Look, I'm 51. I was going to have one, so don't worry. You can probably beat me at that.
Was Miss Mariana mean to you when you had her?
I'm sorry.
Was Miss Mariana
Oh.
mean to you when
You
you
look
had her?
incredibly long, she said. I know.
Thank
Go
you.
ahead.
Was Miss Mariana mean to you when you had her?
No, Miss Mariana was never mean to me when I had her as a teacher. She was cool.
I forget. I was in the high school. I couldn't remember what grades
Yeah,
I had
high
you
school.
then. Okay.
Like 7, 8.
Yeah. I was like, I forgot. I think it was in high school.
Yeah.
Because I moved around so much, I don't know. Go ahead.
How do you get in and out of the car and in the road?
I use my arms. For instance, my legs right now, they're a little strong. But all I do is it's called a transfer. Just transfer up. And I want to get in the car, use my legs.
But you're really lucky because you were always athletic and on the move. There's
Yeah.
some people after an accident, if you're not your weight has anything to do with it, but if you're not used to moving around a lot, yeah,
I feel like paralyzed or something.
Yeah, I was lucky I wasn't paralyzed.
yeah, you are lucky. You
That's
are.
what anything could have happened.
Lyra,
What will your abilities be able to look forward?
Play basketball.
didn't you coach? You didn't coach
Yeah,
here?
I ended up coaching.
That's what I said.
I ended up coaching 7th and 8th grade right before my accident. So,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you can't do it this year, well, obviously. You
Yeah,
didn't go
not
last
yet.
year?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, not yet. I'll be able to go back probably in a little bit.
Kamaya?
You have people help you when you're at home.
Yeah, I have a lot of people help me. The guy in the back, Mr. Scott, he helps me. Little Eric helps me. If I ask Tyshawn, Tyshawn's my cousin, guys. So
Yeah, he finally woke up
he's
today. I
asleep.
said, you better wake up, your cousin's
Oh,
coming.
you were asleep.
He be sleeping. That's
Oh,
okay.
you were
Listen,
tired.
he was good today, though. He
Oh,
good.
you were tired, huh?
Yeah. He's good. I said, you have awards coming. I said, not a good.
Yeah, but Tyshawn had seen me because he comes over. His mom is my aunt. So he's been around since the accident. He's came to the hospital. He seen me at my work.
That's so nice.
He always used to come to the hospital, come see me.
It's always good to be kind if somebody's in a bind or somebody needs help. And I know you guys can do that. The only thing I want you to work on is being positive and appreciative of what you have. Because the world is not always peachy keen, but you have to appreciate this 5th grade should be the best year of your life. Because it gets harder. Marilyn.
When did you graduate?
I graduated in 2003. Then I went to college, and I played basketball there. I got a scholarship.
Where'd you go?
So scholarship is important, guys, because it pays for you to go to school.
Where did you go to school?
But I went to school at West Virginia Tech. It's in West Virginia, Montgomery, West Virginia, and I got my degree there. Yes.
Read it.
What did Miss Marianne teach you?
It was,
Civics and science.
yeah, I did
A
civics.
boring thing. Civics and science is something.
So,
It's social studies and science.
Yes, I did social studies.
were you ejected far from the car?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure where the car was.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not sure position or anything around me. I
Now,
wasn't too aware of
he found a motor vehicle. How long did it take for him to get to the scene?
No, he didn't go out to the scene until maybe like a couple days later.
And you found a bone?
When I cleaned her car out, I found it.
What?
Yeah, that's
I found a piece of the femur. She's missing like about 5 inches of it. I found a piece about this big.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
I feel like it's a accident like this.
I don't remember. Everything to me just was.
I feel like it was burned.
It might. I was already asleep. I had I just. I
Did you
don't
feel
know.
any pain? There's a question.
No. At the time, I didn't feel any pain. I was just.
Worried about work.
Yeah, I was worried about work. I was worried about getting to work. In my car. I was worried about my dad hollering at me because I did something to my car, not knowing that my car was in a situation.
Like, did you tell them, can you call this
Yes,
number?
I was actually confident enough to give them my parents' number. I gave them their number. I gave them their name.
Wow,
I
that's
gave them the
incredible.
information to do all that. How? I have no idea, but it did happen.
Is it hard to wear the wheelchair?
Dude, it's not hard. Why, you want to try?
It's fun.
Yeah.
You sure?
I know Louisville. You want to try it?
You want to try?
No, I already tried one.
Tommy, you wanna try it?
I was in one because my
Well,
leg
you can't have tried it.
No, I
You already did.
I was not the one using it.
I'll do it.
My leg was hurting so bad I couldn't get up.
Anybody want to try it?
I didn't get to move.
All right.
It's
It's
good
really
enough.
fun. I didn't get to move the ground.
There it is.
Just go up the back.
There's no, I guess there's no remotes or anything on it. There's no
No, I don't have
controls.
any.
I pushed the wheels down. The thing is, I sat on it. I was sitting on it.
Look up, Louis. Hey, oh wow, it's all your arms.
All over the move. All
Wow.
over the body. Stop, turn. All right.
See, I started to look up before.
I guess you can draw, huh?
You can turn in a wheelchair. I can't wait to
Get one pop wheel instead.
I want to slide down.
Any more questions?
How long was the recovery?
I'm still recovering, so I've got a year and a half.
How do you put your clothes on?
I actually have to sit down on the bed and do one thing at a time. I'll put one leg in, put the other leg in. You learn how to scoot your body, use your hips, pull. Then, upper body is easy. it's pretty.
And you're
at first it
blessed
was
that
hard,
that
right?
nothing happened to your arms. That is
Yeah.
like crazy.
And it missed my hip by an inch. So if I would have broke my hips, it would have been another different story. It would have been a longer probably recovery, possibly. I'm not sure, but I'd rather not hurt my hips.
Now, do you remember like actually like driving and then what happened, or no? It was just like lying like that.
Yeah, which is like.
Miss
You remember
Mariana.
seeing a car?
Miss
Yeah,
Mariana.
I remember seeing a car and that's it.
And that's it.
Miss Mariana, she did have a ruptured spleen and a
Ah,
collapsed
so
lung.
she did have upper.
And a collapsed lung.
Oh my God, we forgot that part.
Yeah.
Because I was like, how do you just hurt your legs? That's about
She had a
wow.
she had a ruptured spleen and a collapsed lung.
I forgot.
Wow. Oh my
I
God.
never did that. Ty Sean. Huh? Yeah, they injured their body too. Their body hurt.
Louis?
Eventually,
And you will go back to that job.
I might either that or teaching, so y'all might see me around.
Do you have your teaching degree?
I have my sub-cert and it's my practice bottom.
Oh, well then just do that.
I was
Yeah.
at the high school.
Yeah, I remember you were with Mr. Ross. Great. Okay, that's what I thought. And then I'm like, maybe I thought.
And then I ended up leaving and going to the academy for that job, and that's how my life went.
And you know what though? Now, do you feel like it's almost like a second chance? Not that you had a first chance, but that now you want to do things you want to do. Not that you didn't want to work at the jail. Not that you didn't want to teach.
I definitely feel
But
like that.
yeah, like I mean, I know I watched a couple people die in 1 year, and I said, what am I doing? Suppose I passed away. Like I love my kids, but I want to do something for myself too. You know what I mean? So now you'll make changes that you want to do. Like,
Where did the accident occur?
It was in like Salem County. Y'all heard of Salem?
Oh,
Yeah, my dad did.
Okay, Salem County.
was it on like 295 or like a main road?
Like a
Back road?
yeah, it was a back road. They have a whole bunch of back. I just been riding that road for about like 3 weeks. That was a new road to me,
Oh,
so I didn't really.
you're not.
No.
Was it early in the morning?
Yeah,
Oh, you
it was
remember?
around 11. It was actually 11:23. I remember right before the accident, I looked at my clock, and I was like, all right, I'll be at this point at this time, this point at this time, and the points never made it.
Wow.
It was 11:23 exactly.
Marilyn?
Sorry.
Sorry.
Were you the only passenger in the car?
Yes, I was the only one. I was on my way to work. Yes.
What did your face look like when you were about to get into the accident?
I don't.
Look at your face
My
like
face- I probably said a few words. Probably like,
Holy poop.
yeah, like, and shock. Just like, I don't know. I'm not sure.
Where's your face?
Can you draw? Can you
Hey,
draw?
Like, right now you
I
can't,
was,
right?
right now? I'd rather not.
Yeah.
I bet it's hard to.
Yeah, I'd rather drive my bullshit. It was a 2-door Ultimate Coupe. Did you see the picture? Yeah, you couldn't really see. But that's what it was.
When you were ejected to the car, did you already know you were in an accident?
Yeah, kind of.
You don't remember actually flight, like.
Yeah, I don't remember like actually getting flown from the car.
Well, like, after like you got up, did you know you were in an accident then?
Yeah, when I actually came aware, I realized I was in an accident, but like I said, I didn't realize my legs were hurt. I just thought I was just in a regular car accident. I'm about to have to pay for my car to get fixed and go to work a little longer, more hours, stuff like that. I didn't think that my life was going to be a year and a half later still trying to get my legs back together so I'm going to be able to walk again. I definitely didn't think that at all. I thought maybe it was a couple scratches and I'm on my way. I wasn't even trying to get in the ambulance. I was like, oh my God, here they come.
Did you realize, like, since you were so coherent, did you realize, like, oh, wait, I want to get up and then you couldn't move? Like, or did it hurt to move?
That's a good question. It didn't hurt to move, but while lying flat on my stomach, I was like face down, flat on my stomach. While lying there, I realized that I couldn't move, but I kept trying to turn around, and
Look at
my
the car.
body, my lower body just wouldn't move, but I still wasn't conscious to realize that my legs were frozen. I just tried to you know, keep turning around. Like if you turn around and you just can't turn no more, that's how my body is. And I never got the chance to see my legs. Like as many times as I turned around, each way I turned around, I never got a chance to see my legs. So I don't know how my legs even were, how dismantled they were, because I couldn't see them. The doctors or the people that came to get me, they were like, you know, man, your legs are banged up pretty bad. And I'm like, well, am I gonna die? He's like, you're not gonna die, but your legs are banged up pretty bad. But even when him saying that still didn't register that, okay, your legs are bad, you're gonna
You
go
saw
to
your
the house.
broken leg
Yeah,
or
I was like,
something.
okay, my legs are bad.
I never heard anybody so coherent. Like usually they're in shock, you know, like you really were so
Yeah.
aware. That's
I was like in and out, in and out, in and out. But
and then did they put you out when you got there to take care
no,
of
when
that?
I was in the helicopter,
You don't even remember it?
yeah, I remember being in the helicopter. The guy told me it was a guy, but I can't tell you his face because my eyes were like closed the whole time I'm talking. I hear the helicopter going in the air, and he's like, you know, who's the president? I'm like, you know, I'm joking with the guy. I'm like, do you really want me to name who this president is right now? And they're like, yeah, da da da. So then I'm just asking him, like I said, am I gonna die? And he was like, no, but you know, your legs are pretty banged up. So he's asking me how old I am. He's asking me all these questions, and I just told him the last thing I remember saying is like, you know, I can't die. I have a twin sister, and she can't live without me. And he was like, okay, and that was the last thing, and then that was it.
Now how was she, Danielle?
When she found out, she actually seen it on the news, and
Did she get a feeling? You know, they say twins.
yeah, yeah.
Like
she
she said,
didn't.
"Ooh."
She said she didn't feel. She said she had a funny feeling, and she said when she seen it on the news.
Mental telepathy.
She said,
Not
twin.
twin. Oh, sorry. Yep, you're right.
So she said she seen it on the TV, and her first reaction was, "Oh, somebody's in a car accident. I hope the person is okay." But it was like a weird feeling that she had. She was just like, you know, she said she was hungry because she's always eating. So she came back in the room, and it was like breaking news, blah 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 blah, on Channel 6, and it was me. And then next thing you know, somebody called the house, and that's how she ended up finding out. The picture that she seen on the TV was the house phone call they got.
Mm-mm.
What is your dream?
My dream car, right now I'm liking them Teslas. I'm really liking them Teslas right now. Yeah, I mean, but I would like, I'm a two-door girl. Hold on, guys. Yeah, does anybody in here want to play professional ball? Yeah, I used to, like I said, little Eric asked that I want to play in the WNBA when I got out of college. That was a dream. That was a dream, but that dream passed. So, I mean, clearly I can't do that no more, but I don't mind, you know, helping kids that want to achieve their dreams and trying to get to the WNBA or play basketball or go to college. So.
Now that you're sitting there, you used to be so much shorter. Like you really grew.
You feel like I grew?
Yes! That's the thing. Well, we gotta remember 7th, 8th grade, but your legs are long. Like you used to be short, like in my eyes, the twins. But now that I'm seeing you, your legs are longer. So
And they actually shorter. Because I actually
well,
have a bow leg.
Not, I'm saying since 7th and 8th grade, since I
Yeah.
saw you, take it back. I was like, I always thought you'd be little. Now that I'm looking at you, you're taller than I thought.
I'm sorry to ask a lot of questions. That's a lot.
You're fine.
Did you ever see the other person after the accident?
Nope, never seen them. Nope, never seen them. On the other accident was 2 people. 5'5".
That's how tall I am. See, I thought you'd be short until I'm looking at you. I didn't think you'd grow that tall.
Like when my
Tom?
mom takes me and my brother some places, they said they keep calling us twins because we look alike a little bit,
Uh-huh.
but we don't because we keep telling her. My aunt keeps thinking we're twins. They keep telling her we're
Now,
not twins.
how old is he?
He's his birthday just passed. He just turned 12.
Okay, how old are you?
About to be 11.
Yeah, think about it.
Think about it.
I do that too. I just said I was older than I was, and I was like, oh, no, don't do that.
Anybody have any more questions?
How about we have some popcorn and some water, and then you can come up and ask questions, and we'll just make it light. So, but everybody, give Miss Tanita a big round of applause. And you did a great job. You did a great job.